Good morning, everybody. Resale Rabbit here. It's finally time. The warehouse sale, we're set up. We open in, hold on, what time is it? 2 hours. I got an hour before I need to do the morning video. I just got here. So I'm gonna show you what's out here, and then I'm gonna start getting set up. So if you saw the last video setting up, pretty much looks the same. I've done a few things since I finished up the last video. I'll show you that. Right here, these garlands we're selling for 10 bucks each. They are pre-lit, outdoor. There we go. Outdoor garlands. And we're selling them for 10 bucks. They came on a load, I don't know, 6 months ago maybe. And I've got a lot more than this. I set up the fireplaces over here. We're doing these at 40 bucks each. These are all of the good ones, and then I've got a pallet of junk ones in the back that I haven't decided if we're gonna put them in this sale or just sell off the pallet. But if we do put them in this sale, we'll sell them as junk, needs repair, for probably like 5 or 10 bucks each just to get rid of them. I filled in this back here, some vacuums and stuff. I wasn't planning on putting these out because they were in the last sale, but they were already out here and they're heavy and I don't want to move them. So they're in this sale too. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Move the rugs down here and we're just gonna let them sell through. We got Packer stuff up here and over there. I've got a whole bunch of these that were listed on eBay. This is only a small percentage of them. They were listed on eBay for like a year. They didn't sell. So we're just gonna sell them through the sale. Eyelashes, and then here's some Brewers stuff. There's some Bucks down there. I normally don't hold things. However, a friend of mine who helped out the last sale when we were all sick, he asked me to set aside a couple things for him. He wants this, and he wants these. So I can do that for him since he helped save us last time. And then I need to fill in this little spot. What can I put there? I'll find something. The best part about this sale is we get to listen to Christmas music all day. We're gonna run with the door closed. We did that last winter and it really wasn't that big of a deal. So we're gonna continue doing that so we're not freezing in here. This iPhone is covered with dust. I got it brand new and I never ended up using it. It was one of those where you sign up and it's free and everything with Verizon. A buddy of mine runs a couple Verizon stores, so he gave me a pretty good deal where I get this for free and iPhone is not activated. I'll figure that out. So I got it for free. It's an iPhone X or 10. I got it for free when it first came out too. And I never used it because I realized I'd rather keep my home button and my auxiliary port, headphone port, whatever. And so it just sat and sat and sat. And I used it for the first time in the last sale so we could stream Christmas music on the radio. And then it sat plugged in next to the radio until now. It was literally plugged in since probably about this time last year, just sitting. Great use of a $1,000 phone. At least I didn't pay for it. Oh, duh. Of course it's not activated. It's not on an account or anything. It's just using the Wi-Fi. Who would have thought I'd be so wealthy that I'd have a brand new iPhone and never use it, even though it was free. All right, I need to get a couple little things done. I'm gonna bring carts and signs out first. And then a couple little things. I'm just kind of tooling around until 7 o'clock when I do the morning video. Registers need to be filled with cash. There really isn't a whole lot to do. I did not need to come in this early, but I did anyway, because what else am I gonna do this morning? The last couple of sales have not been great. In fact, the last sale was terrible. Part of that was because I was in the hospital and my right hand was also in the hospital for something unrelated, so we basically missed the second half of the sale. But it was pretty bad otherwise. Given how the last few sales have been, I feel like I'll be happy. I'm setting my expectations with $45,000 to $50,000. I think I'm good with that. If you're new here, you might be like, $45,000 to $50,000. Aren't you open for a week? I would say to that, if you're new here, how do you know I'm only open for a week? And second, we have a lot of costs in these sales. We've got thousands upon thousands of dollars of product. We've got a lot of overhead here. $40,000 to $50,000 isn't as much as you think it is once all that's paid for. But we'll make it work. Remember, probably about a year ago when I was hoping to make $100,000 in a sale? I think those days are past. I don't think that's ever going to happen. But it'd be really cool if we did. We don't have the product to do that much in this sale because I set my expectations. And that's what I need to get better at doing with these sales, I think. So I still have no flyers. I'm an idiot. It's not entirely my fault. Kind of is. So it is the 30th is the first day of the sale today. And it was November 15th I put in the order. This new place, although they did screw up the order last time, their turnaround is just a few days. So when they told me the 30th is likely the day they'll arrive, I was really surprised at how long that takes. I just went to look for the email so I could reply to their email from the 15th to say, hey, just want to touch base, see if they're here today. Could not find the email. So I first searched my contact, the person's name there. Nothing. Last one was like September. All right, so I searched in my email the business name. Still couldn't find it. What the heck? I accidentally emailed the sign company that I fired, like, I don't know, 8 months ago, a year ago. So I guess I'm back with them. That's why the lead time was so long. I didn't, like, actually tell them we're not doing business with you anymore. I just stopped doing business with them, so... Okay, but I'm glad I didn't show up to the wrong place or something. Hopefully they show up today. I have lower hopes now that I know who they're being printed by, but I need to pay more attention next time. They have very similar names. I'm not going to say the business names, but it's like, I don't know. Let me think. It's like Flyers R Us and Flyers Now are the names of the companies. Those sound like very sketchy sounding companies. Those aren't the actual names, but it's like that where it's very similar names. So I guess that's what threw me off. All right. Well, hopefully the flyers are in today. Until then, we're just going to have one of these at each register so people can at least take a picture of it on their phone or something. So I'm putting carts and stuff out. Man, I should have worn my swimsuit today. It's 28 degrees out there. It's way too hot to be doing a warehouse sale. I looked at the weather. Next Saturday, so not this week, but the following week, and there's a lot of time between now and then for things to change. It says 49 degrees. I legitimately might be wearing shorts next Saturday. So these are rug displays in the store. You can see up here, they had rugs. And they'd be tall, and they'd stick up through those things on top. I just got them as pallets. There was merchandise on them. They've been sitting out here for a few months. I'm sick of looking at them, so I put 20 bucks on each one. Maybe we sell one, maybe someone steals them. But I haven't listed as firewood racks. They'd work really good for that. I'm sick of looking at them, though. Get them out of here. It's like 6:45. Remember when we'd have cars sitting out here at this time? Pepperidge Farm remembers. So it'd be cool if I get 60 bucks for those. It wouldn't be, I don't want someone to steal them, but it wouldn't be that big of a deal if someone did steal them, which is why I'm just leaving them outside. It'd be nice to get rid of them. Oh, I don't think I showed you this either. So we've got these Packers jackets. So like a work jacket, similar like a Carhartt. They got the Packers logo on it. We've got them for 40 bucks, $39.99. My cost is, it was $12 and some change. They shorted me on a couple, so it's probably more like 15 bucks each is my cost. So that's decent. But I decided to make a list of all the ones we have. I just went through our eBay listings and listed all the ones we have on eBay. And so if someone wants a different team, we can go get it for them. I'm not filling up a bunch of clothes racks with these, especially because look at this. These are gonna end up on the floor very quickly. So maybe I'll see if I can find more of these hangers. That one seems to be holding up better. Anyways, they'll be asking us to go get them. I'm sure they'll want to try them on and change their mind. But we'll just bring them right up to the register so we don't have to tag them afterwards. I've got a button on the screen. But yeah, I think we'll be able to sell a few from the other teams at least. And if you're interested in one of those, they're on eBay. They're, I think, 60 or 70 on eBay to account for the shipping and the fees and the box we gotta put it in and everything. They're big jackets. They're pricey to ship. I mean, I guess it depends where they're going, but anyways. So that will hopefully draw some people in. No Chiefs stuff, unfortunately. The Packers-Chiefs game is this weekend. I'm excited to see Jordan Love talk about how much he hates Taylor Swift as he beats the Chiefs. My other half's dad is a Chiefs fan, and I was going to buy tickets to take him to that game. But he chickened out because of the cold weather. He claimed it was because of expensive flights, but I think he didn't want to sit in the cold. Little did he know, it's like summer outside right now. I am sweating with this jacket on. So I just did the morning video, had some good interaction. I've actually been doing better advertising for this sale. I did 2 posts on Facebook Marketplace over the past week, plus one this morning, and pretty much daily posts on our Facebook page for a little over a week. So hopefully that helps. I got high hopes for this one. I've never said that before a sale before. I mentioned this on another post. We finally made a page on Google after 7 years of doing this. Another video, I mentioned. We had 25 reviews. I was pretty spot on with my guess. And it actually has our open hours here. Let's see, the pictures are from previous sales. I had to put some pictures on. Maybe I can update those. But it's got our hours. I just have to remember and change those. So I should change it now to add Wednesday, because it doesn't let you have temporary hours. It'll only let you have these are our hours or we're temporarily closed, which is kind of annoying, but I just need to remember to stay on top of updating those. So we open in 15 minutes. You can't really see, there's a second car out there too. So I think better than the last sale. I don't remember. Terrible compared to what sales used to be, but I don't think we're gonna see what it used to be for a while. There are a bunch of cars outside. I printed this so I can put it on the door when we're open and the door is closed. I wonder if people are lined up out there yet. It's gonna be a good start. At least the first half hour will be solid. Normally, I try to film the crowds all stealthy. I got caught that time. She was smiling though. I don't think she minded. Pretty busy. I mean, a year ago, I wouldn't have been happy with this. But right now, I'm thrilled. Seems like people are buying a decent amount of stuff. I'd like to see today be a good day. Like I said, 45, 50,000. That's what I need. That's what would make me happy. Just sold 2 of the fire racks, 40 bucks. A lot more cash than normal. Like usually it's about 30% cash, 70% card. I've had almost all cash. These sold pretty quick, so I'm restocking. We had 2 of each, so I'm restocking the last of these 2 sizes. It's a little over an hour after we started, and we're at 3,300. I think that's what our first day was as a whole last time. Right on par with the Christmas sale last year. Almost identical with the Christmas sale last year in the first hour. And then you can see it started to taper off the rest of the day. But also, this is the closest Thursday of the previous year. That doesn't necessarily mean it was $10 day. It's December 1st, 2022. Let me pull out the flyer. I guess that's the one that we were missing that we gave them all away. Here we go, the back of the previous one. So that was $10 day. I just put a cart full of Amazon stuff out. Flyer place just called. Flyers are ready, so I'm heading to go pick them up now. Hopefully they did them right. That was one of the big issues with them. I don't know how they managed to do this, but there were a couple of times where the flyers had like parts of it missing. Like just don't have the hours or something on it. I design them and I send them a PDF of the design, so I don't know how that happens. We'll see. Or I order double-sided flyers and I just get single-sided and it's missing half of it. Flyers turned out well. We got our next sale, February 29th, Leap Day, we start. I started, I think in the last sale, putting that on there just so I know when the sale was. Although having this on the back with the year kind of helps too. But then at least people aren't be like, oh, on, let's say the sale is a little bit later next time and it's December 8th of next year's $10 day. People aren't going to be like, oh, it says dollar day. You can say, oh, look, that was last year. I doubt anyone's going to hang on to the flyer for a year to try and pull that, but you never know. 4308, it's about 10 o'clock, so obviously slowed down quite a bit, but look at this. We are like spot on here. We've got 3 minutes left to get an extra, what, $8 in sales? I think we can do it. We sold a Cheetos tin. We did $830 in the NFL apparel so far. Regular apparel, 7 items. Oh, we sold 2 pepper sprays. 6 scunchie items, 5 sets of kitchen towels, 2 of those firewood racks, a case of the tile, the drive wedge, a mystery box, 3 fireplaces, so $120. I paid $200 for the pallet. We sold 5 NFL jackets, 9 of the garlands, rigid vacuum and the kit. Let's see, 1 suitcase, another suitcase. They're 2 different prices. 9 of the snow brooms, vinyl footstool. Oh, that green thing, and the scroll saw. There we go. Got another sale. Look how close we are to the last one. Down 1.74%. I'm okay with that. I don't know how we finished on the last. This isn't the last sale. This is the last Christmas sale. I feel like I was disappointed with it, but it was still much better than what we've been doing this past year. So I feel like I'll be happy if we match the last sale. The last Christmas sale. 2 hours we've been open, and I just now noticed this on the sales floor. I think it's one of those things you walk past so many times, it just looks normal to be there. It's pretty dead up there, so I think I'm gonna go get something to eat because I'm starving. A sweet little old lady used our bathroom, and then I walked past it and I almost died. And it was like 20 minutes after she was out of there. Oh man. So it's 2 o'clock, we're nearing 8,000. But seriously, look how close this is to last year. This is insane. So I showed this to Christiana and she said I'm lazy because I haven't sold anything after 2 today. I'm in an abusive relationship. For those of you who don't get the joke, it's not 2 o'clock yet. 2 o'clock starts in a couple of minutes. You know what annoys me? The second verse of Jingle Bells. Jingle Bells is a 1-verse song. It's like the national anthem. There's 1 verse. There is no more. And if you try to pretend that there's a second or third verse and you continue singing it, that annoys me. It doesn't exist. You're making up the words. It's just the first verse. So we got like a half an hour left, 25 minutes. We're at 8,800. Probably finished between 9,000 and 9,500 today. I am super pumped about this. This is a night and day difference. Yeah, a year ago, before things started really going downhill, we were doing 15 on the first day. But the last sale we did like $3,000 or $4,000, maybe $5 on the first day. It was not great at all. So huge improvement. The one really stressful thing is I don't know what caused the improvement. Is it because it's Christmas? Is it because the economy is starting to flatline? People are getting used to it. Is it because we advertised more and better? Is it because we brought in different product, potentially better product? Is it just a fluke? Is it one particular thing that really drew everybody in and everything else is just irrelevant? There's really no way to know. That's why usually when I like to try something new, I only like to do one new thing at a time. That way we can kind of measure a little bit better, how well it did. It's not always a possibility, and sometimes, we don't want to delay progress by only doing one thing at a time. But I'm very happy with where we're at so far. We're almost a third of the way to our total of the last sale. I think we only did like 29,000 last time. So huge improvement. I would say, assuming this trend continues, I don't expect to get 9,000 every day, but this upward trend from the last few sales, it'll probably be our best one of the year. All right, I'm heading out, but look how pretty that looks. Oh, it doesn't show up as cool on camera. It's super bright. We've got that set up as a display because we're selling a bunch of those. Now it shows up better. So pretty. It is day 2. I'm just getting in. It's a little after 6. So today, I don't expect big things. Yesterday was a great day. Today, it's Friday. Now, Fridays can sometimes be good. My theory on Friday is that we haven't done a great job of advertising the sale in previous sales. So people don't find out about us until the sales open. So that's why we get a bit of a boost on Friday. I don't think that's going to be the case today. Plus we don't have fireplaces. We lost a lot of the Packer stuff, perfume, things like that. Could do well. But I'm going to estimate about 5,000 today. Somewhere between 4 and 6. Which I'm okay with. Because I think tomorrow is going to be a big day. We do have a lot of Amazon stuff to continue bringing out. Stuff that's probably easily $10 a day stuff going out today. So we've got that in our favor. I don't have a whole lot to do. I'm just putting up signs, filling up the cash registers, and then I'll do my morning video at 7. So I did a post last night for these because these should be selling a lot faster. I think we sold, maybe 6 or 8 of them. They're doing decent. I'm not complaining, but I feel like at this price, they should be flying out the door. So hopefully that helps these today. I brought a snowblower out over the summer in Georgia. I bought a pallet of snowblowers for like, I don't know, $175 maybe. I got this one listed for $300. That's more than half off. It's not tested. I don't know gas things. And it says, there's a tag on it that says the oil is drained for shipping or whatever. I'm not going to mess around with it. So we're selling it untested, but guaranteed. I saved these all summer. They're heated mattress pads. I was going to special buy them. And I opened one up to make sure the control thing is there. And I don't think you're going to be able to see. They cut them all off. So they're still good as regular mattress pads, I guess. So hopefully we can move through those. I mean, eventually they're going to sell. Even if it's dollar day, we're going to get rid of them. I've got 4 of these left. I'm going to let them sell for 7, but this is the last day. If any of these are still here tomorrow, I'm going to pull them and auction them off. These didn't move, surprisingly. Or maybe no surprise, tough to say. What else? Packer stuff, we're getting down to it. The sweatshirts are gone. Some of the ladies' shirts are still here. These are really nice. Honestly, they're all really nice. They feel like decent quality. These ones are kind of crappy. I'm not surprised these are still here. We got 2 baseball caps, a Bucks and a Packers, and then a handful of Brewers. These were kind of buried on one of the tables, so I moved those over here. And then like scarves, gloves, winter hats, stuff like that. I think these will still do well. I think we're going to pretty much sell out of this today. What else? I put these out like in the last 20 minutes yesterday. I should have put these out sooner. I think that's about all I have to report. The eyelashes, doesn't look like we really sold any. Over here, these boiler suits have been doing really well. We moved through quite a few of them, refilled these a couple of times. This might be it for the 2X. And then we've got, I think, a case left of the extra large. These we refilled once. These are really nice shirts. I think maybe tomorrow for Saturday, these will be flying out the door. And then these, it looks like they've been doing okay. I mean, this is just a crew neck sweatshirt, but it's flannel lined. So I've got a couple, I basically just need to do the everything is $7 sign. I'll get all these out. And then a couple of SKUs, like the shopping carts, I need to put the individual signs. But they're already printed. These, I'm not sure we sold one. These aren't doing so well. I'm going to turn this on before I forget. That is right there. Looks all pretty. We had one guy, he had like 4 of them, and I convinced him to take 6 and just brought out a case for him. And then this was completely empty about, I don't know, late way through the day. So I refilled it with another 12. And we've got 11 here. So they're doing all right. We must have sold 19, I think. I think that's how that works out to be. These aren't moving, but it's only been a day. And we sold 2 of the Blanquills, none of these. I may have to drop the price on these weighted blankets. We're at $29.99. We did sell one of the medium and one of the large suitcases. So I've got these and one more small one in the back. I still have the blue one down there. I don't even remember what all was here, but you can see what's left as far as what sold. Sold a few of these tile sets. We had 8 of these. We got 4. So we sold half of them yesterday. Diet Pepsi's still here. Oh, this surprises me. The Christmas tree's still here. I know diet soda doesn't last as long past the expiration date as regular soda, but it's not super expired, and I'm not a soda drinker, and even when I was not a diet soda drinker, so I have no experience in this. But if you remember back when I had my store, I had Diet Mountain Dew, and it was like a year expired. One guy bought a whole pallet of it from me just for personal consumption. But what I was doing was I was giving out a free one because I had some cases that had busted open. So here's a free one so you can try it, make sure it still tastes good. And I didn't have a single person complain about the taste, and it was like a year expired. Now that's Diet Mountain Dew. Maybe Diet Pepsi's different. I don't know. But we'll see how that goes. I don't know what to do with these. I wish these worked. Those fireplaces did so well, but these are all defective. I guess, I don't know if they're all like this, but Tim said he's the one who tested them. Most of them, the issue that he was having was they would turn on, and after about 10-15 minutes, they would shut off. And his theory, and he's not an electronics repairman or anything, but his theory is there's some sort of sensor in it that's bad. So, I don't know. Hopefully the ones we sold, none of them come back. We do honor returns on special buy items because we test them and say they're working. Those, I was kind of thinking maybe when there's room to drop a pallet out here, special buy item for like $10 each. My worry on that is someone's going to buy that and then bring back the working one they bought yesterday, but return the junk one. You know, kind of a return swap. So maybe I could mark it somehow. I'm not sure. Not something I'm super concerned about. Because worst case, I can just auction off the pallet. But if I do that, the pallet is going to sell for probably about $15-20. All right. I got to bring carts and signs and stuff out. We got a whole bunch of cars outside. I think it's going to be a really busy start to the day. We'll see how long that carries out, but I'm very optimistic, more optimistic now than I was before. We open in 3 minutes. I heard a ruckus back there, so I think Tim's here. Ben is picking up extra hours at his other job in the mornings, so he comes in at like 9 o'clock now, 9:30. These and the cookie presses cleared out right away, so I'm restocking those. And the first few people swarmed the Packers hats, so I brought the last of them out. There weren't many left. Thankfully, we caught this before someone bought it, but it never got tested. Want to know how I know it was never tested? It's a little wrinkled up. A little after 10:30, and we're at $3,600. Also, function is not work. I already printed all of these. I'm not going to reprint it. English clearly is not my first language. So back to yesterday, we're pretty much right on par. A little bit below here, a little bit above here, a little bit below here, quite a bit below here actually. Good bit above here. We're decent. It's basically following the trend. Now today, way above today, and then almost spot on, below spot on, and it's 11:58. So we've been really lazy. We haven't gotten anything in the 12 o'clock hour, but I don't know if this was a $10 day or a $7 day last year. I feel like we probably did a double 10. So this year's 7, but last year is the second $10 day. Oh, remember how I guessed about 5,000 today? Or just over at 5,030. And like I said, it's 11:58 a.m. I'm gonna go get lunch because I forgot to bring my lunch again. But we hit my target for the day and we're halfway through. We'll probably finish maybe around 7. Things tend to taper off later in the day. Darn it. It's 1:45 and we are at a little over 7,000. Much better than I thought. The towels, we are sold out. There's one left. I just threw it on the table. And we're going to do work gloves. They seem like decent gloves. They've got this like soft liner, leather. I think $3.99 is a pretty good deal. I was looking at Home Depot's website, and similar gloves are like anywhere from 8 to 16. They're really cheap, like gray ones that you see. Even those are like $4 now. I remember back in my day when those were 50 cents. Seriously, I do. Have you heard of Whamageddon? I just saw this post this morning. It's called Whamageddon. You try and go through as long as you can through December. It starts December 1st today, without hearing the Wham! Last Christmas song. Last Christmas, my name is Wham! I don't know the words of the song. I do, but I'm not going to sing it right. That's my protest. Anyways, so you see how long you can go without hearing it. It couldn't have been 10 minutes after I read that this morning that I heard that song. I failed Whamageddon. So it's almost 7 o'clock. I'm resetting. This pallet was full when I brought this up here, and this is after we closed. We condensed tables and really loaded it up with Amazon stuff. I think tomorrow we're going to be slammed. So before I leave, I need to just re-up some stuff on Special Buy. The garlands, the vacuums, the weighted blankets. I'd like to find something better. These are just thrown here. Find something to put here. And then find something to put here. This is where the little grocery carts were. And then I think I'm done. I gotta somehow finagle this pallet through here though. All right, we sold one of these today. I put that out. I forgot this thing existed. We pulled them from eBay a while ago. I forgot these were up here. We must have sold out of them at some point. Now we've got 2 more, and I just realized I have the Spanish side out. Reloaded these a little bit. We've only sold one of these. I'm thinking about dropping the price, but I think tomorrow's gonna be really busy, so we'll see how it goes. We've sold, I think, 4 of these, maybe 6. Reloaded those. I put this Christmas tree out. 35 bucks is retail on it. We're at 20. And then I put this Christmas tree out. It's a real pain to test it. You can plug it in, but it doesn't have regular outlets connecting the 3 sections. So I just tested the bottom section. You have to actually like connect them together with their proprietary connectors, so I can't just plug the extension cord into each one. So I'm just assuming it works. If the bottom one works, if it doesn't, we'll take a return. 150 bucks is 328 in the store. I feel like we're early enough where the Scrooges haven't bought their trees yet. So I just need to get that sign made, and I am out of here. It's pretty late. It's almost 7 o'clock. But I really think this extra time that I spent working on this stuff is going to make a big difference tomorrow. I think tomorrow morning we're going to have possibly a line. I think we're going to have a lot of people show up. So before I leave, we finished at 8,862, which is 3,800, almost $4,000 more than what my expectations were. Other than the first couple hours, the tail end of the day was identical to the previous, just about. Quite a bit higher here, comparable, quite a bit lower, comparable, a little bit higher, and the rest were very comparable. Today we were 11%, almost 12% higher than the second day of last year's sale. So I went through the Facebook page and found this. We actually did 3 $10 days in the last sale. So it's pretty awesome to be that much higher. I remember 3 $10 days, and that was a mistake. The third one I don't think was that great. And it took away from some of the lower dollar days. I mean, we skipped 6 and only had a single dollar day. But anyways, so far we're tracking to beat the last sale. Wonder what the grand total was. Now keep in mind, today's the first, but it is adding to the second because it wants the closest Friday. Here, let me bring this back up. It's right there, the closest Friday the previous year. And where did I see? I think when you go into here, December 2nd compared to December 1st. So it's not going the same day of the month, it's going the same day of the week. The Christmas sale last year, almost $80,000. All right, so I'm breaking them down individually. This was $10 day, Thursday. We beat it. $10 day, Friday. We beat it. $10 day, Saturday. Ooh, I don't know if we're going to beat that. 15 grand we did on, oh wait, that's 2 days. Hold on. 7,600. I think we're going to beat that tomorrow. I think we're going to have a really good day tomorrow. And then $7 day, Sunday. We did 96.65. That's going to be a tough one. Because of the Packer game, I'm expecting us to do around 5. And then $6 day, Wednesday, was a stellar day last year. Or no, that was $5 day. $3 day, Thursday, there's no way. I mean, I guess maybe. $2 day, dollar day, and then bag day. Bag day was pretty standard. So that means if we can do like 10 grand a day, the second half of the sale, we've got a lot of low dollar stuff, but I don't think it's great stuff. Enough to do all right. Not enough to do 10,000 a day in those days, but maybe we do 80. Maybe. So it's Friday. I'm heading home. I told you I'd be heading home. I posted the video of the setup today and mentioned that I was getting reviews and everything, and I can't believe you guys came through. I didn't ask anybody on YouTube to give reviews, but I'm up to 41 now. So I just wanted to say I really appreciate you. That was unexpected and means a lot. A couple people mentioned Resale Rabbit on YouTube, so now I gotta limit how many of my customers I say are garbage, apparently. The good customers, they're good customers. That's the ones that leave trash everywhere, that dump their garbage outside. Those are the garbage people. But I'll be talking about what I paid for things. I'm not going to stop doing that, but I could see customers finding the YouTube channel and getting a note. Well, you only paid this much for that. I just know I'm gonna have to deal with it. But I did want to say how much I appreciate the reviews that have come in from you guys. It really does mean a lot. It is Saturday, about 6:45 a.m. We are going into $6 day. I really think because it's Saturday, because of the inventory we have, we can do 10 today. I may be a little optimistic, but I think it's possible. I mean, we almost did that the first 2 days. 9,077 and 8,800 something first 2 days. So could do it again. Here, check this out. I've been putting these out from the Amazon pallets, and I did not notice they have $5 price tags on them. We also have some Packers gloves back stocked. I don't know if I'd ever wear these. I'm not really a gloves person, but it's exactly how we left it. This Amazon stuff I think will do really well, and I've got another pallet back there of Amazon stuff that'll be coming out. I mean, stuff like this should have been $10 day. Not that it's an issue, we didn't have room on $10 day, and we've got a whole bunch of Amazon pallets, and I got them cheap enough where I'm happy selling them today. But the point is, that's going to draw a lot of people in, I think. Also, you know, it's Saturday, Christmas. Turn this on. Turn this. In my morning video, yesterday I forgot to,
Bluetooth mode.
Why are we not? Oh, that's blocking it. That's why it looked weird. There we go. I forgot to turn that on yesterday for the video so people couldn't see it. So we got these two pallets here. This one's just down to the low dollar day stuff. And this one here is mostly that. There's probably still some higher dollar day stuff to dig out of here. We got this Amazon pallet here. I pulled all the higher dollar day stuff out, so it seems. It's pretty much all lower dollar day stuff. So these, Tim actually bought them, $100 for both. They both have issues and are missing parts. So I feel like they're like $250 retail each. I put them out in the special buy area and Tim bought them. Over here now, this Amazon pallet has not been touched. So there's probably going to be a lot of good stuff to put out for the first day. I mean, that's still worth $6. Stuff like that. I don't know what's in here. So I think we'll be pretty well stocked today. And then, of course, we've got a whole bunch of other stuff we're stocking from, but the Amazon stuff, I think, is what's going to really push us over the top. We've also got this pallet of Amazon mystery boxes. My cost is almost 40. I think it's like 37 or 38 bucks each. They drew so many people in last time. We sold them for 60 bucks a piece, and people loved them. We had like 3 pallets of them and sold out in a matter of a day. I want to put them out, but since it's going to draw people in, I got to pick out the right day. Today, I think we're already going to have a lot of people here. Tomorrow, I'm worried that we're not. So I was thinking tomorrow I put them out. I got to sweep that pile up. So I was thinking tomorrow I put them out, draws more people in, we get more sales. But Wednesday is the day that I think might be better now. Because although we're at a higher price point tomorrow, Wednesday is also a day where I worry we're not going to have a lot of traffic. And we've got a lot of stuff that I think has a lot of good value for $3 day. So I have to decide which day makes more sense to put them out. I suppose I could do a little bit of both. I might do that, put half of them out tomorrow and half of them out Wednesday. And it's back-to-back days, Sunday, and then we're closed Monday and Tuesday. So Wednesday is the next day. So I think it'll look normal. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm bidding on a couple of like lost mail pallets, USPS pallets. They're actually at a local auction. They're not at a pallet place. It's just a local household and general consignment auction. So I think I'll be able to bring one of those in maybe for $3 day. We sold them on $7 day last time. They flew out the door. $3 day, I don't know if I'm going to be making any money, but that'll draw people in, that's for sure. I suppose I could always just special buy them for a higher price, but they look so much like some of the random Amazon poly mailers and boxes on the sales floor. I don't think that would be a good idea. I'm pulling large bills. I forgot to empty the cash drawers last night. So this is our setup here. General merchandise, regular apparel, NFL apparel. It's like all the Packers stuff. Scunchie items, Cheetos tins, pair of work gloves. I don't know if I mentioned that we sold out on the towels, the Hope and Faith towels. So I put these out. Really nice set of work gloves here for $3.99. And then we've got the pepper spray, which we keep behind the counter. I've got a little display up right here. I just don't want it out on the sales floor where a kid could get to it or an annoying customer could spray it just out of curiosity, and now we have to evacuate. Firewood rack, that's those things outside. The snow broom, because they don't have tags. And then Tim added these just because there are a lot of those coming out, the vacuum and the NFL jackets. Rather than having to scan the barcode, you can just push the button there. This may be our last warehouse sale ever using that square system. I'm looking into switching to Shopify because A, we can push some of our products online, but the bigger thing is they seem to be more optimized for creating barcodes. Square lets you create price tags with barcodes, but they're not that good. I don't like them, which is why I don't use them. So I'm looking into it. I was told a buddy of mine started using Shopify, their cash register, and I was told about it like 2 days ago, so I didn't have time to do any research or didn't have time to do much research before the sale. So that's going to be something for after the sale. I'm really disappointed in myself for forgetting to empty the cash registers. Usually I'm pretty good at getting that in the safe before we go home. But like I said last night, if I didn't leave, I was never going to leave. Oh, it's almost 7. I got to do the video. So I just went through and did the morning video. But I completely forgot to mention that. One day I'll remember. Probably on Dollar Day when we're getting much less for them. It's 7:30. I just brought the carts and signs out. No people out there. Yesterday, around this time, whenever I brought the carts and signs out, there were 2 cars sitting outside. So hopefully that's not a bad omen for the day. So the scunchie items, remember, at $3. I just dumped a bunch in. I'm seeing a lot with clearance tags that I just dumped in. So I'm kind of trying to get most of them out. Yeah, we're still cheaper than that. Well, not that one. We're a penny more than that one. But we're cheaper than most of these clearance tags. Sensible people, I guess, would see that's the clearance price, and they're probably not that price in the store anymore because they're here. They're not in the store. But I could see a lot of people going, oh, this is only $3 in the store. I'm not paying $3 here. So I'm trying to filter those out. We'll put those out on like $2 day or something. All right, I didn't check every single one, but I kind of just dug through and grabbed all the ones that I saw that had clearance tags here. I did, actually on the video, I pulled one out and it had a different style clearance tag, the one that had the original price. And it showed it was, I think, $7.99, and it was clearance down to $4. And I'm pretty sure it was in this box. And I think it was one of these headbands. I don't know where it is. It's buried now. But that tells me that $3 is kind of the right price. A little less than half price on them. So Tim added this, which makes sense to have, but he has the worst handwriting ever. Handwriting alone is tougher to read than it being printed on, but I fixed it. So even highlighted it. So that should help, hopefully. His handwriting is improving, I think, because he is writing things, like when we test things, he writes on the tag what it is and everything, you know, what the issues are. So people need to be able to read it, and sometimes it's impossible to read, but I think it's improving. So always be positive for improvement. I was saying hello to the people coming in. Someone almost did it. He said, "How are you?" I said, "Good, how are you?" And he says, "Good, how?" I've done that so many times. We just get in an endless loop of asking how each other are. All right, not a pretty slow turnout, maybe 15 people this morning, which is a little disappointing, but it's Saturday. Maybe today people want to sleep in. I have no idea. And here's my daily pineapple. This one's running. So I'm bringing stuff out. It's packed in there now. It's not very long. 8:18. We opened 18 minutes ago. So people are just running a little late. But those cookie presses are already gone. So I gotta refill those. Bought a pallet full of them. We're maybe halfway through them now. I cannot keep up with tables. They are emptying out fast. It's just me and Tim here. I'm not gonna vent about the other two, but I'm really annoyed right now. And there's this one kid who's gotta be like 12 to 14 years old. I don't know how he does it, but he has been in my way at least 20 times in the past 15 minutes. It's like he's watching for me and just side shifts in front of me and stands there not looking. And I say, "Excuse me," and he doesn't even pay attention. I know right now I'm more stressed because we can't keep up with the tables, and that's probably what's making me more irate. But holy crap. All right, gotta restock these again. Vacuum cleaners are getting pretty low. I just restocked, so we've got 8 of them on the floor too, in addition to those. Reinforcements have finally arrived, and it's finally calmed down out there. I sat down, ate some homemade apple crumble. That was delicious. And I finally can drink some water. I'm exhausted. All right, so you see right here, the perp's coming in. He's coming right in the face. Tim messaged me on the radio and said, "Meet me in your office." So I came here and he said, "I want to see a video of me nailing Ben in the face with a piece of paper." So while I'm in here, it's 9:51, almost 2 hours in, and our total sales are about 3,000. And we have sold, let's see, how do I get to it from here? Items. How do I see more items? There we go. Only 1 Cheetos tin, 360 GM, 3 NFL apparel, 6 of the work gloves. Those are starting to move. Regular apparel, scunchie items, we sold 10. We sold a Christmas tree for 20. Drive elevation reg for 35. 2 of the weighted blankets for 60. 12 of the garlands, 120. Snow broom, just 1. These did so well the first day, and then it just died off. 12 of the stick vacs for 419. So for the whole sale, that puts us at $1,300. We sold 38 of them so far. I paid $800 for that pallet, so we're doing pretty well. It definitely makes up for the fireplaces not doing so well. So me and Ben are always fighting on who gets to open the coin rolls because we both collect silver. And he just went to lunch, and I got a silver dime. 1946 Philadelphia. Worth about $1, maybe $1.50. Put that in my collection. I might have taken them all home. I think I took them all home. I don't see any in here. There were a few here. Well, that's still 1. So the problem with putting $10 a day Amazon stuff out, it's bigger and it sells right away. So it's 1 o'clock. We're over 8,000. It's insane. Tables are basically empty. Customers, a lot of them are walking out without getting anything now. And the problem with that is they may never come back. I don't know what to put out. But it looks like a lot of stuff here, but a lot of this is low dollar stuff for the back half of the sale. I can get some more Dove.
John, we are also out of Lexol.
It's getting rough out there. Look at the deals here. For only $6, you can get a real diamond. No time for a lunch break today, so Ben picked up a gas station cheeseburger for me. Maybe I am cranky today. Christiana showed up and brought me a pastry. Ben brought me a burger, and a customer brought us bundt cakes, which were amazing. They're from some local bakery. Holy crap, they're good. If you're in the area, I've never heard of this place, but it's called Anything Bundt Cakes. It's really good. Normally, I don't like frosting. I'll eat the frosting, but the cake part is why I enjoy cupcakes or cake or anything. The frosting is the best part on this, and the cake was amazing. So that tells you how good the frosting was. Overall, yes, I'm stressed. Tables are empty. The place is a mess. We can't keep up with it. Customers are leaving without buying anything because of the reasons I just mentioned. But I still feel good. This is a better stress than being stressed because nobody's showing up, nobody's spending any money. So I may be complaining a lot, but that doesn't mean I'm unhappy. I'm stressed, but it's a happy stress. I like these Amazon pallets. I'm tempted to get a full load of them. The ones that were, 30% larger but supposedly untouched, to me, they were just as good. I didn't really see a discernible difference. There was more smalls in the cheaper pallets, but there seemed to be just as much bigger stuff. I don't know how that happened. Maybe it's because smalls fill in the cracks better. And they're like half the price. I think it was like $5.75 compared to $9.75 or something like that. Of course, there's less stuff, but it's a small amount less, maybe 20 or 30% less. Anyways, the nice part is there's very little apparel, and I have not found anything that has an expiration date. Food, no, that's not true. There was a jar of baby formula, which I had to throw away. That's the one thing we legally cannot sell expired is baby formula. And it really felt like a shame. Like this. It'd be nice if I could at least donate it, but I don't know the legalities on donating it. I know we legally cannot sell it, so I'm assuming we can't donate it. Anyways, they've been really good. Oh, the point that I was trying to get, since nothing expires on it, didn't seem like there was much seasonal. I think I found 3 things that were seasonal. I feel like it'd be beneficial to have a pallet or a truckload of this just here. It sits here for a year, 2, 5 years, I don't care. Simply because if we're in this moment where we have nothing to put out, we can grab a pallet of those. I feel like that's, at the very least, having a few backup pallets for that. That way we're not overbuying for a sale, but we don't worry about underbuying for the sale because we've got that as a backup. And I mean, I've got the space here. I can tuck 10 pallets away somewhere and forget they exist. I've got that bedding on the other side of this wall. That's been here for probably a year. No, it's been here longer than a year. And I forgot it existed. That's where we had the...
Doing okay?
7.
Turn it the wrong way. That's where we had that Halloween trash that sat for like a year before we just sold it really cheap as a load. I found a hoard of boxes. There are like 5 of them stacked up. I have no idea where they came from, but they've got some decent stuff. One of them had like a bunch of skin creams that were marked $25. There's 2 left. I don't know what's in the bottom one. This one, I mean, even that has $10 tags on. A bunch of this American Crew, whatever that is, scalp potion, more American Crew. And I don't think these are retail. I think this was a shop that had them and they couldn't sell them. I think I got it in an auction. So this stuff will do pretty well, help fill out the tables. And there was this. Everyone makes fun of me because mine is plastic. It's for drywall mud. So I'm gonna take that one home. It's 2:20, we are so close. Vacuums are sold out. They sold out hours ago. That's the garlands. I have a feeling we'll sell out of these probably tomorrow, reasonably early in the day. I gotta make sure to save a couple of those for myself. They're really nice. There has been so much hype about Taylor Swift coming to Green Bay this week because the Packers play the Chiefs tomorrow. And it was Simone Biles is gonna be here. She's married to a Packer player. And then there's Tony Shalhoub just announced that he's gonna be in Green Bay hanging out with Taylor Swift watching the game. They're gonna be sharing a bag of cheese curds. Tony Shalhoub is from Green Bay. He's our only famous person. I don't think that anybody else famous is from Green Bay, but that's exciting. So I'm back here trying to dig stuff out, and oh man, I don't know if I want to put these out for 6. They were $17.95 originally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll get 10 of them. That would be $60, whereas I would get 100 if I wait for the next sale. No, I'm still gonna think about it, but I'm not putting them out today. If I put them out, I'm gonna put them out tomorrow. Because for an extra $10 that I'd be missing out on, it would probably draw some people. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna put them out tomorrow for $5 each. That'll bring people in. Boiler suits and Sherpa jackets have been sold out for who knows how long. I just restocked the size large boiler suits. We're out of 2X. Oh boy, is it gonna be close. It's 3:15, we got 45 minutes left. We're at 9,580. We're so close. I bet we'd be at 13 or 14,000 if we could have been stocked the whole time. It was just the product was leaving faster than we could get on tables, and then we kind of ran out of stuff, and it's been nuts. Oh, if that box was small, it would have gone in. One time during a sale, if you don't know why I'm filming these, I drop kicked a box and it went into the baler, and I couldn't believe it. Why am I upside down? That was weird. So I couldn't believe it. I got in the baler, but I didn't film it. So I did it again later and did it again. And so I started filming it pretty much every time I do that. I don't think I've got it into the baler since. Just that one time. What am I doing back here? Oh, bedding. That's what I need is bedding. It's 3:45 p.m. and we just hit $10,000. So I'm bringing out the mystery boxes. I'm gonna open this one because it is really light. And I have a feeling whatever's in here is not going to be worth $40. So let's find out what's in it. Definitely not worth $40 since we had these out on $10 day. So it kind of worries me a little bit about putting the rest of them out, although the other one I grabbed wasn't super light. These all have a standard amount of weight. This one's really heavy. This one also is weightless. Probably gonna be the same thing. So we'll open this one. And see what's in it. Same thing. It's really annoying because my cost was like $38 per box. I paid $38 for this. All right, this one's also really light. It feels like multiple things, so it's not gonna be the same as the other two. This is really disappointing, and I think I'm gonna open one of the regular ones. Oh, you got Mattel here. Another one of those. What is this? Insect trap refill. I have no idea what this is. Oh, I think it's a puzzle. And a handful of these little bracelets. Alright, so this one's kind of a comparable weight to the others. I need to see before I start selling these for $60. Okay, that's pretty full. We got a blanket or sheet set or something. I have no idea what this is. Outdoor sports, something or other. Oh, I think it's a collapsible water bottle. This is large Christmas ball. Bunch of whatever these are. Wooden heart. See another large Christmas ball, more wooden hearts. Oh, tea. It's tea. And then this is a wire twister set and a dog bed. I think the value is there on this one. So I'm gonna assume these ones that are all comparable weight will be similar. I'm very curious of what's in this one, but I think I'm gonna leave that for a customer. Worth note, the ones that I opened that were just the plush or the plush and a couple of things, those are just going into sale. And the one that I opened that did have the value there was all in there. That's also, I'm not just going to seal it back up and put it back out there. I'm just going to put the items individually in the sale also. And if I find another super light one, I'll check it, because I'm annoyed paying 37 or 38 bucks for a Yoda plush that's worth 10. I would be even more annoyed if I was a customer and paid 60 for that. Great, my printer isn't working because I'm out of toner. I guess I'm going to buy toner. It's black toner. It's not like you're trying to print a black and white document, but you're out of yellow, so they won't print it. It's black toner that's out of. It would have been nice if there was a warning or something like, hey, you've only got 30 pages left. Or, obviously, that's, I'm only going to be able to estimate that, but toner low. Never got a warning. Just out of toner. So that's fun. So I'm going to go to Office Max and get that. And hopefully it's not too expensive, because I don't have time to wait for eBay to send me one. You know, the funny part is I was just in the same parking lot as Office Max getting water like 15 minutes ago. Here's Office Max, and straight ahead is Fresh Time, the grocery store where I picked up water. Thankfully, I'm really close to the warehouse. All right, 80 bucks with tax. Oof, that hurts. They're usually like 50 bucks on eBay. So normally I buy on eBay. Normally I have a backup cartridge, so when I get back I'm gonna order one on eBay, so I've got backup so I don't have to do this again. So I'm exhausted. I've got a lot of work to do. I'm just gonna do it in the morning. The tables are mostly okay. I'd rather them not just be okay. There's like this gap. There's a gap. That might be it for gaps in the tables. But it's not that full, not that organized. So I can fix that tomorrow, fill it the rest of the way back up. I've got to get ice shanties there. I'm going to put a tag on there because I'm going to forget. It'd be nice if I could get some more stuff on here. I don't know really what all we have. I may consider moving these onto here and then pulling the rest of the pallet in the back. That's pretty much it. So it's probably a couple hours of work. I'm gonna try to get here around 4:30-ish tomorrow morning. Make sure this door's locked. And then that's pretty much it. One more day. And then we got a little break. Can relax. I mean, I'll still be here. Everybody else will be off, but I will be here. I'm the best worker here. I'm the most exhausted worker here. All right, I'm going home and going to bed. We're over 28 grand so far. I think we finished at 29 the entire sale last time. So, huge win. I'm exhausted, but it's a good exhausted. I'm okay being, don't want to forget that. I'm okay being exhausted because it's better than the last couple sales where I wasn't tired at all after the sale because we had no customers. All right, see you tomorrow. Oh, you know what I bet we forgot? Yep, we forgot it. You see it? That should have been taken down at 4 o'clock. I'm not even bringing it back in. I'm bringing it out to my car where I will promptly forget it in the morning and then make a new one. It was a cold Wisconsin Sunday morning. It's snowing. There's lots of snow. It's really pretty. I don't know how much that shows up on video, but it's supposed to snow until noon. Snow has never been an issue like rain is, so I'm not too worried about that affecting the sales. It's really nice. Sunday morning, I actually remembered to bring the sign that I took off the door. It's about 4:30. I think it's a little after 4:30. It was 4:32 when I looked at the clock a few minutes ago. Let's get reset. So I'm going through that mystery box that I opened. These are the collapsible water bottles. We have teeth whitening kit, and then those Christmas ornament balls. Kind of nice. We got 2 boxes of those. But these are going on eBay. These are all Champion pants. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not one of them. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pair of these Champion leggings, which, contrary to what I grew up with, Champion's like an expensive brand now. These are like 20 bucks each on eBay. So yeah, I absolutely would have been. Oh, I dropped one. I absolutely would have been happy paying 60 bucks for that. It's tricky picking these up with one hand holding the camera. I mean, there's gonna be a profit just on the pants. And then we've got a whole bunch of stuff there going up for $5 a day. So all of this is going to be $5 a day. There were a couple items that I pulled that will probably be selling elsewhere, nothing super valuable. And then a couple pairs of bike shorts there that I pulled. This really makes me want to open more of them, but I have to resist the urge. Because although I'll probably make more opening them and selling them, I think having the boxes out will draw in more people. And in turn, we'll make more by selling other stuff to the people who came in to buy a mystery box. Oh, I almost forgot. Last night, 2 things. One other thing I almost forgot last night. So last night I looked up that Nothing Bundt Cakes place, that bakery. Apparently they're a chain. So see if you have one in your area. They're awesome. There we go. Garrett on YouTube made a comment. It took me a while to find this for some reason. And I saw it last night. He says, since you got rid of the hat, sales have been terrible. You've got a new hat, so I predict record figures. It's really that simple. You might be onto something. Maybe it is the hat. Though it's a different hat. It's an eBay hat this time. I wear a lot of different hats now. And I wear a lot of different hats. That was funny in my head. Alright, I gotta get back to work. Got another comment that I'm ripping off my customers. I got a lot of comments on the last warehouse sale video from people who do not like me, apparently. But this person's example is that I said that I'm only getting $5 after shipping and fees on eBay for an item, so I'm selling it for 10 in the sale. So I'm ripping people off. It's amazing the logic that people have. Let me give you an example. A $5 item, or an item that I'm getting $5 on eBay for, I'm probably selling $10 to $15 on eBay. Shipping is going to be about $4 to $6, and then fees are probably about $2.50 or so. So they're still saving money if they buy it here in the sale rather than on eBay. But also that same item is probably about $30 at Walmart or Target or Best Buy, or I don't know if it's a specific item. Here's a good example. This right here. This is an eBay pallet. This is probably about $40 if you go buy it in the store. We're probably going to sell it for about 20. Rough guess. I don't know. I didn't look it up. Here's the barcode if you want to look it up. And from that 20, we're probably going to net about 13 or so. Even though it's $40 if you go to Walgreens and buy it. Probably. I don't know. It's a probiotic. I buy probiotics, and that's about what I spend. That's just retail. You sell in different avenues. That's exactly why people are able to go to Walmart, go to Target, and buy stuff and sell it on Amazon for a profit. Buy stuff at retail and sell it on Amazon for a profit. Or buy clearance stuff. In fact, that's exactly what this whole business is around. We're bringing in product that the stores weren't able to sell, but by putting it in front of a different market, a different audience, in a different format, we are able to sell it. Man, people stress me out sometimes. That person clearly doesn't own any sort of retail business, whether it's online or in person, because they don't understand consumerism, I guess. I don't know. I'm tired. It's like 5 in the morning and it's snowing out. That is a factor, the snow. But yeah, we're not ripping people off by selling something for more in the sale than what we would net on eBay. In fact, if you consider the net in the sale once payroll and everything is factored, I'm not even getting $10 for the items on $10 day. I know. All right, so it's about 6 a.m. What did I put out? I put out the nails shampoo. Let's see. A few things scattered throughout like that. I don't think I did anything over here. I'm surprised this didn't sell yesterday. There's a $9 price tag on it from whatever store it was in before. I think I put some random odds and ends on here. I honestly don't even remember anymore. It all kind of looks the same. What else? Over here, I know I filled in some stuff. Brought the notebooks out, brought these lunch bags out. Some odds and ends throughout here. Some odds and ends throughout here. But the more noteworthy stuff, brought out the ice shanties. We're doing $59.99 each. I brought out these weighted blankets. We're doing $19.99 on this one. Hopefully that moves them. So Tim and I tried to put one of those ice shanties together yesterday, and we are not smart. So after like 20 minutes of messing around with it, it's supposed to just pop up on its own. We could not get it to do that. We carried it over here and just threw it in the dock. So here's what's gonna happen. At 60 bucks, I think those are gonna sell out very fast. We're gonna have people come in for the next 3 days saying, do you have any of those ice shanties left? And what I'm gonna do is say, yeah, I got one. 20 bucks and it's yours, but you gotta deal with it. And I'm gonna send them to the dock to grab it because, I mean, we couldn't even get it folded back down to get in the thing. They're like $100 new. And now I understand why they're $100 new. They do not, unless we're just doing it really wrong or something, really screwed something up. I can't figure that thing out. It's supposed to be, the instructions say lay it flat, then grab it by the handle and lift it up and it'll pop up into place. It did not do that. We probably ended up with close to an inch of snow. It's supposed to snow until like 3 o'clock, but it's let up quite a bit. So I'm just shoveling this off before I bring carts out. All right, that's about as good as I'm gonna get. It's already getting a dusting on it, but at least it's less. Hopefully the plows come today. Oh, made a little pile down over here. I don't know that they'll show up. It's coming down pretty good again. It is Sunday, so they may not come. Normally nobody in this building is open on Sundays, so I wouldn't be surprised if they come tonight or tomorrow morning before the businesses open up. I almost lost it bringing the sign out. I shouldn't have shoveled in front of the bay here before I brought the sign out, because you get rid of the snow, you lose the traction, and this is slippery, this asphalt. It's easy to walk on, it's not a big deal there. But when you're pulling a heavy sign up this incline, it gets slippery. A few years ago, I was bringing the sign in, and I went down. Slipped on the ice, hit my head pretty hard on the ground. That wasn't fun. Thankfully, it was at the end of the day. I just went to sleep. I slept so good that night. Come to think of it, maybe I shouldn't have gone to sleep that night. So here's something I don't show too often, our big sign. This one here, you're looking at the back of it. I get this sign from Toys R Us. I actually get 2 of them. So the little frames right here, these, I've got 6 of them. So I've just got double-sided for each day, and then I can just swap out the frames in between days. We got a nice and professional sign to put out front, right outside the door. So the signs came from Toys R Us. There's another one. I don't know if you can see it up there. See it? It doesn't have any of the frames in. These came from Toys R Us. I can't imagine I paid much. It was ripped off. 50 bucks tops each. It's also possible I got them for 10. I wish I could get this stuff off. These are on there permanently, basically. But then the actual inserts I had made, it cost me about 500 bucks for all of them. There was, 7, 8 different price points. 10, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, and bag day. So 8 different price points plus 9 and 10. So 10 of them, about 500-ish. The logos came out really blurry, so they actually, for free, they printed stickers to just go over it. They have had their share of damage. These ones are okay, but there were a couple of these. We used to just leave them out all night. And, oh, there you can see that crack there. The inserts would blow out. You can see I threw some tape on there just so the crack wouldn't get any worse. One of them, I think that one we lost for like a week before we eventually found it. If you've been around long enough, you might remember that video. I was like on the other side of the railroad tracks along the highway, half-mile away pretty much. It's an exaggeration, looking for it. And it ended up turning up a couple of days later. So we don't leave it outside anymore because wind. But these are actually like a plastic material, so you don't need to worry about them getting wet or anything. Like right now, it's gonna get some snow on it. And since the sign here is currently in a 70-degree building, as soon as the snow hits it for the next hour or so, it's just gonna melt right away. There are 2 things I don't like about this sign. One, it's taller than the door. It's a lot taller than it looks than the door here in this angle. So it's a pain to get in and out. And 2, and this one's actually fixable. You can't really see in there. Water collects in here and it's starting to rust. Here, let me turn the light on. There, see that? That's a problem. Not only is it eventually gonna damage the sign, but also when we bring it in, we always end up getting wet because it spills out if it was wet previously. So one of these days, can't tell you when it's gonna happen, but one of these days, I'm going to actually drill some holes in the bottom of it. That way it'll drain out, and I'm gonna scrub down the rust. That way it's not, hopefully not, rust water draining out. And then after I drill the holes, I'm gonna spray, I don't know, some spray paint or something to keep it from rusting further, and especially, it's got some sort of coating, I'm sure, powder coated or something. But the spots where I drilled the holes will just be bare metal. Because the last thing I need is it filling with water and dripping down through those weep holes that I make, and then creating a streak down the sign below it of rust. So, one of these days, although I've been saying that for at least a year that I was gonna do that. So, what time is it? It is 6:37, so I got about 20 minutes or so. Get some final touches out there on the tables, and then I'm gonna do the morning video. And then registers are already full. We're basically ready to go. So after that, I'm gonna sit down and push out some more product until we open. Predictions. I almost forgot. I predicted the last 2 days. Today we've got a Packer game. It's after the sale. It's at 7:15, 7:30. So it's not gonna interfere with the sale. However, it's a big game, and I'm super excited about this game. We're playing the Chiefs. Taylor Swift is in town. Tony Shalhoub is in town. Simone's in town. But I think because of that, a lot of people are going to be kind of focused on that. Plus, Sundays traditionally aren't that great, and it's snowing. So what I'm expecting is about 5,000. We should easily hit 30 for the first half of the sale, though, because we're only $2,000 away. I think we're going to do about 5,000. Plus, the inventory isn't as good today. We don't have a lot to restock. We'll find stuff. It's not going to be great stuff. So 5 is my estimation. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. My estimations were beat the last 2 days. Yesterday was 10,200. I guess 10,000. The day before that was 8,800-ish. 8,000 something. I think it was 8,800. And I guess 5. So maybe I will be proven way wrong again like that one. So I also put out these dog toys. I feel like $5 is a good deal on that. And then these, we had these, they're markers for graves. For herbs, for your garden. They are, we've had them in previous sales, but they're such a pain to unbox. They come two to a box. They're little boxes, and they're wrapped in plastic. I sat down during the off season, I guess you might say, and unboxed all of them and put them in there. So I just want them gone. It's a summer thing, but I think they'll go. Get rid of them that way. And I still have a lot of these dog toys left. This was less than half the box. I'm so proud of myself. Look at the snow coming down. I just did the morning video and I remembered to show this. It does not show up well on camera. It's so cool though. I wonder how much snow is on the ground. Pretty much need to shovel again. I'm not going to, because by the time we open in probably 40 minutes or so, 35 minutes, I'm probably gonna need to shovel again. So I'm just gonna let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. We open in 8 minutes. I see 3 cars out there. Sunday's the morning. Sunday's the day people, I don't know if they're sleeping in, going to church or what, but the mornings are usually pretty slow. But I found something that I want to quick put out. Back here, I got a pallet of these red blankets. So I'm gonna put a couple boxes of these out before we open. And there we go, all done. Open in 2 minutes. I hear Tim just walking in, and I'm gonna get the music on. So one person came in. Nobody in line at the door. About a few minutes after I opened it, someone came in. Yeah, people are still sitting in their cars. So I think a little moisture got into the salt. There. I'm gonna need to go buy some salt. Oh, I was all ready to go to the store. Look at this. Wait, hold on. Melt. Yes, ice melt. Feels loose. When I saw that, I thought it was like grass seed or something. Or looks like a picture of a tree to me. All right, we're good. So when I set it down, the bag split open. We used to have a couple of cat litter buckets. That's where we kept the ice melt in. I don't know whatever happened. I wonder if someone just threw them away because they were empty. Because we kept one by each of the 2 front doors. This is gonna have to do. That big scoop came on a pallet sometime ages ago, and it's not meant for salt. I think it's for like baking or something. The salt really corroded it. It's probably aluminum or something. It was not designed for salt. Still pretty slow as expected, but it picked up a little bit. We've got about 20 people in there, so there's one lady was cashiering, and she had, I think, 2 items and then a scunchie item, so it was like $13 plus tax. And all on the checkout screen, she's ready to put her card in, and she sees the laser light thing. Oh, how much are those? $5. She bought 5 of them. That really increased her total. That was a good idea that, I think it was Justin or maybe Ben. It wasn't me. Somebody had the idea of setting it up there and like right by the register so you could see it running. And I think that's helped push a lot of those. We've got one more case back here, the one that says fragile. And then 2/3 of a case up front. I think the one back here, I'm gonna hold back for next Christmas. I suppose if we sell through the ones up front, I'll bring more up. But after today, things dropped to 3, and I think I would rather get potentially 10, because we didn't put them out in the front until like several days in. So I think we could probably move a bunch for 10 next Christmas rather than 3 on Wednesday. I think that's the way to go. Looks like there's only 1 Amazon mystery box left. Those go so fast. All we need to do is put an ad out with them, and it draws people in. And look who showed up. It's about time. He said he was gonna sleep in a little bit. I told him it's fine because we're usually slow Sunday morning. So I'm not scolding him. I'm just giving him a hard time. So I texted the guy, the company that I bought, like my contact with the company that I bought the mystery boxes from last night when I opened, it was the Baby Yodas. And I just said something along the lines of, these are the worst mystery boxes I've ever gotten. And his response was just, Baby Yoda? And I said, Baby Yoda. And he said, I've been getting calls all week. And he said he's gonna take care of me, so we'll see. This is the second load where there's been an issue. It's tough to say if he would have known about these, if he got a manifest or something. It was my second load from him, and the second one where there was an issue. But the first time he took care of me, he gave me a free pallet. I don't know if that really made up for how much we lost on that truckload. But at least he did something. A lot of times they won't do anything. We'll see what he does this time. But that's why I drove down to actually look at his warehouse before I bought more because of the first issue. So we'll see. Sales doing all right. It's slow, but it's steady. It's Sunday morning. Nobody shows up first thing Sunday morning. The snow, people are probably not wanting to get out of the house. So I think we're nearing 2,000. So, I mean, that puts us, I thought there was no chance that we were going to hit 30 on the first half of the sale. Because remember, before we even started, I said I'd be happy with 45 to 50. We're 2/3, 3/5 of the way there. So next week, I think is going to be really good. We've got a lot of stuff here that's going to go up for $3 day on Wednesday. I think as long as we have the traffic coming through, Wednesday is going to be a really good day. Me and Tim were just talking about hot dogs, and now I'm hungry. So I'm going to go all the way across town, because that's where Freddy's is, get a hot dog. Some guy hit the last mystery box, Amazon mystery box in this cart, and he says, if it ain't worth $50, can I bring it back? And I said, if it's worth over $500, are you gonna come in and pay more? And I think that made him think for a second. He sat for a second and I guess realized the logic. Where is my beverage? I need to go get a hot dog and I'm thirsty. So I told him what's in it is what's in it. We have no idea what's in it. Found it. That is the price. He didn't put it back, so it's the last one. It opened 1 minute ago. I'm the first. Oh, no, there's people walking in. And there's someone in the drive-thru. Third customer. They're currently shoveling the drive-thru. I guess the drive-thru is closed because they're shoveling it. Starting with the patty melt. And the reason I came here, a hot dog. I don't remember if I mentioned this or not, but the vacuum that was full of cat litter we sold. Someone asked if we had vacuums that left. I said, we got one, but it's full of cat litter. They asked to see it, so I brought it up. And he asked if I'd take less. I said, make me an offer. $23, he said. Sold. Plow truck is here. It's still pretty slow. Normally by now it would have picked up. But I'm pretty confident we're going to hit that target, that $5,000 target today yet. And we're at what, 2,700 when I last looked, and that was a little bit ago. So it's a little after the halfway point of the day, 10 after 12, and we're at 33.74. Snow brooms are doing pretty well today. Wonder why. We're down 40% from this day last year, but it was a much higher dollar day. I think it was $7 day last year. And I mean, the weather was probably better. I'm sure it wasn't snowing and there probably wasn't a huge Packer game. So far, the list of celebrities are Taylor Swift, Tony Shalhoub, Lil Wayne, Liv something. She's a WWE star, Simone Biles. That's the list of celebrities who have said they're going to be at this game. Green Bay's going to be hopping tonight. Just had a woman come in and she said, I don't know who does the videos in the morning, but they are awesome. And I wake up every morning just to watch them. So I told her she should come in every morning also and buy some stuff. And Tim told her that complimenting me won't get her a discount. But that makes me happy that people enjoy the videos. So at least I'm doing something right here. So it's just about 2 o'clock. I'm gonna go talk before I go into the music copyright. So it's just about 2 o'clock. We're at $4,500. To be exact, $4,513.46. Also, number one, it amazes me how many people ask me for the address of the sale. It's in the photos and in the description of the post. I usually put it pretty early in the post so it's higher up so people can't miss it. And number two, of those people who ask me what the address is, it's weird how many of them don't know how to spell address. Now, I struggle with it sometimes. Is there 1D? Is there 2Ds? But the most common one I see is ADREES. Adres. I wonder if that, it might be a language thing. Maybe that's closer to the Spanish pronunciation of address or something. I don't know Spanish. You like that stain up there? They replaced the roof over this part of the building. And while they were doing that, some water came in. So I have a few tiles that need to get redone. And I can't stop staring at them all day long. So I don't know if I mentioned it on the video or just to Ben and Tim. I told you that we use an iPhone to play the Christmas music. So it's basically streaming on YouTube. That's where we get the music. We just get one of those like super long videos of Christmas music. And we just play the YouTube like video, I guess. It's not a video, it's just got a picture in the background. Anyways, the first day, the phone died like 5 or 10 minutes before we closed. It almost made it the whole day. Second day, it still had like 20% battery left. And yesterday, it had a lot of battery left. So it's trying to figure out why it's doing the same thing for the same amount of time, why it has so much extra battery left, and I think I figured it out. I think the first day, because it's technically a YouTube video, the screen stays on. So I think the screen was on for 8 hours the first day. And I think subsequent days, I've been turning the screen off. And we've been doing different videos. Yesterday, for instance, the video was over 8 hours long. Video was over 8 hours long. So it was just set it once and walk away. The day before that, I think they were like 3.5 hours long. So I did that 2 full times and a partial. So I think turning the screen off is what made the difference. I just switched it because this playlist that I've been doing is lacking a lot of like the traditional Christmas music. I like the pop Christmas music, but a lot of it is also really terrible. So I just switched it to one that's supposed to be more traditional Christmas music, and it's like a 10.5 hour long video. And well, we close in 1 hour and 51 minutes. So we're not gonna get very far through this one. Only 2 customers in the building. I think they're like together, they're in the same group. But I'm not even mad because this has been a fantastic sale. And if we haven't yet, we're definitely gonna hit. I think we're only like $500 away. We're gonna hit the target for today, what I was expecting. So yeah, I would like to have more customers in here, have more stuff sold, but I'm not complaining. So we're like 70 bucks away from hitting 5,000. It is 3:31. And that was before a few customers went through, so we might already be there. We have a missing ice shanty. I put 3 out this morning. When I looked in the system, only 2 sold, but they were all gone. So I talked to both employees, neither of them, each one sold 1. Doesn't remember another one. My guess is it was probably, I can't imagine someone walked out with that giant box. So my guess it was probably in the bottom of someone's cart, and the cashier just didn't notice. And of course, customers see that as, oh, I got it for free, rather than, oh, maybe I should do the right thing and let them know. But, so I told them both that we need to do a better job of looking in the bottom of the cart. And hopefully we don't have any more disappear. We got it with 22 minutes to spare. This is nice. The snowplow buried me in. All right, we got out of here, out of there. It's right behind me. Basically, as soon as the last customer left. We're done until Wednesday. So I'll show you a little bit of the reset next. But it's gonna be tomorrow for me. Oh, we gotta make a quick stop. So Paul, my buddy who does the metal detecting, I let him do the yard of the new house. And he's popped in there here and there. It's a huge yard. And he said he left something on the back porch for me. He said he found it buried behind the garage. A pistol and a license plate. A toy pistol. So I am gonna go check it out. I'm excited. One of the drawbacks of living by the stadium is I have to go through this on game day. Game isn't for 3 hours, so traffic isn't too bad. And there are ways around it that I should have done. I could have gone 1 block over and avoided all of this. But I still love living here on game day. It's still so worth it. Let's see if there's a shovel in the garage. Oh, it's probably locked. Yeah. I should probably shovel the sidewalk. I've got my snowblower here, but I don't have batteries for it. Oh, sweet, they did leave a shovel. All right, so I can't pull it down, and I can't go up because the ceiling's in the way. This is as far up as it'll go. Did they just put this board here after putting the shovel, or yeah, put the shovel in and then the board? How did they get this on here? Well, I see this. Sweet. There's another shovel. They just bought a new one. It was nice of them to leave these shovels behind so I can take care of that without having to go home and pick up a shovel. I'm not going to bother with the driveway. This part's nice and clear right here because it's an empty vacant house. There's nobody living here. There's no stuff in here. And it's going to melt in a few days. So here's what he found. The top of a pistol and a license plate. Is that a motorcycle plate maybe? From 1971. It's kind of cool. I think I'll clean this up, probably hang it up, and I don't know, maybe just throw that away. I haven't decided yet. Look, we have ducks. I did the walk up to the house too, so the mailman doesn't need to trudge through the snow. Well, that cleans up pretty nice. So I'm testing out one of these little neck fans. Seems to work pretty nice. I feel like it's obviously winter time, so I'm not going to need it now. But I feel like when I'm in a hot warehouse in the south somewhere, bidding on pallets, something would be nice to have. I think I'm going to hang on to this. So it is Monday morning, and how about them Packers? It's a love story. We won. We beat the Chiefs. Even though the refs were giving most of the calls, other than that one at the end, to the Chiefs, there was some really bad officiating in that game. But my voice is about halfway there because I was celebrating and yelling and cheering so much. So I don't know how much talking I'll be able to do today. All right, so I did some condensing. Anything that seemed like stale inventory, stuff that Tim just put out because we needed stuff on tables that we've had in previous sales, I got rid of. By got rid of, I just put it under the table. Also things like those, $3 is a heck of a deal, but it's out of season, I just put it down on the floor. Or over here, these furniture covers. Again, great deal, but we had them in the last sale. They're on the floor. I don't think we had the zebra ones, but anyways, same with the DVDs, same with, there was something else that I put on the floor too. These little backpacks. So that's clearing some space out. What I want to do, we've got a lot more cosmetics. So things like the eyelashes, the nails, the hair color, and then the makeup. I want to fill this table with that, and then we've got more in the back. So that'll clear some space here. Of course, I'll need to find a spot for that stuff. And then, of course, a lot of this can be condensed. I mean, anywhere you see white, that's table space that could have product. Now, if I just filled in those spaces, it's going to be a mess. So I'm going to condense it all down. I think, for instance, all of this, I could probably condense down to like right here over and have all of that empty. So I'm going to work on stuff like that. Once I've got a bunch of table space, there is so much product in the back for $3 a day, which is why I really think $3 a day, we can hit 10 grand. As long as the customers come in. Wednesdays are hit or miss. Sometimes we have Wednesdays that are just epic. Other times we have Wednesdays where just people don't come in, and I think it's a day of the week thing. Could never figure out what those, I think we had 3 sales where Wednesday was really good. Every other sale was terrible. And not even just terrible, like terrible in comparison to the rest of that sale. So we hit 6-7 grand on Wednesday on some sales, and I would consider that terrible because we were doing a lot better in those particular sales. Other Wednesdays, we might have only hit 4 grand, and I would consider it pretty good because the rest of the sale was only doing 4 or 5 grand a day. So it's all relative, but I think as long as it can be a strong amount of customers coming in, we can have a really good day. Also, I'm very happy with how these rugs are doing. I gotta clean them up a little bit, and there's a couple broken ones sitting on top. I'm gonna move probably just under the pile. But I had a whole pallet of those, if you remember, and they were left over from the last sale, and I was thinking about just putting them in the auction where they'd sell for like 20 bucks for the whole pallet. I've already made a very good profit on them. I got them super cheap. I want to say I bought 2 pallets for 25 each and one for like 75 or 100. And I made a huge profit on all of them. So I'm not complaining if I just let them go for 20 bucks. But I've been lazy and never did put them in the auction. They were sitting right here. And I had to do something with them, so I just shoved them under tables. And we've sold most of them already. So I don't have a button to track to see how much we did. I don't know how many units we had. But rough guess off the top of my head, I bet we sold 50 or 60 of them, with an average of, say, $7 each, because some sold on $5 a day, some sold on $10 a day. That's 350. Don't do public math. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. I'm bad at math when it's in front of people, when I'm put on the spot. It says there's a sale. Right here, sale now. I also moved some stuff that was up here. The toilet seats are all down there. I thought there was another box up here that I moved. And again, more condensing will be needed. But we've got probably 6 or 8 boxes that are gonna go here of home improvement stuff. And then I've got all the Walgreens stuff too, health and beauty and some smaller toys. So those will fill up. Here, let's just take a walk in the back and I can show you. All right, well, I need a new pair of pants. Had a customer in here. We were expecting him. I just figured I would have heard the door open. As I was talking, I stopped filming, came around the corner, and he's kind of hiding behind some boxes so he doesn't interfere with the video. And it scared the crap out of me. So this is all Walgreens, and I would assume pretty much all of this pallet can go out. We've got, these were for $5 a day, so the rest of this could probably go out. That's the $3 a day pallet. All of that can go out. This is all Scunchie products. I don't know if I'm gonna put any more of these boxes out until the ones out there sell down a bit more. What else? Those are full of adult diapers and related healthcare type products. We've got Kodiak cakes, we've got wafers, we've got sugar wafers. Underneath all of the stuff, these Bargle, those boxes are all Takis. Those can go out. We've got these Mr. Clean wipes that can go out, the Sylvania bulbs. A lot of this can go out. We've got cookies, we've got candy bags, we've got, underneath those white boxes is carbon monoxide detectors. That's all socks and underwear. That's right, I need to get this down, so I'll have to make some space to get the forklift in here because that's got to go out. Pretty much everything down this row needs to go out. It's not all gonna go out. Like, we've got these Cheetos tins are gonna filter through as we have space, but that's all apparel. That's something, I don't know what that is. It's probably going out. I don't know what's under these coats, but that'll probably go out. This is the flashlights and lanterns. We'll be pushing those out as the ones on the floor clear out. And then this is all like shoes and apparel. That's all going out. We're gonna have the tables really loaded up when we open on Wednesday. I was hoping to get one of those unclaimed mail pallets. The auction ends tonight. It's a local auction company that does like household stuff. I don't know where they got them, but they won't let me pick it up till Wednesday, and I can't. It's like 40 minutes away one way. Plus, there's always a long line to wait to pick up. I'd be gone for probably 2 to 3 hours, and I can't be gone that long during the sale. And pickups are only during the sale, so I guess I'm not gonna get one of those. So I'll put the last of the Amazon mystery boxes out. They'll probably sell really quick, just like they did. I don't know if we did half of them. So we had 20, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 left. I think we did less than half. Because remember, 3 of them were just that baby Yoda, and 1 I opened and went through. So I think they'll still sell out pretty quickly. I need to go eat something, I'm hungry. So I sat down for lunch and I looked and I had 2 more eBay orders. I shipped eBay this Well, I shipped most of the eBay over the weekend, just kind of as they were coming in, to make it easier today whenever there was a lull. And then I had 2 when I came in this morning. But I had 1 eBay sale, which just now, which I shipped out, but 1 offer. So I accepted the offer, and this always makes me feel great. The person bought it, they paid for it, and probably within 2 minutes of paying for it, I shipped it out. And it's getting picked up today. The post office hasn't shown up yet. I mean, it's only 11:45 a.m. They're gonna get that one really fast. All right, so by dumping stuff in boxes, I've cleared up a lot of space, did some condensing. I don't think I hit this end of the table yet, but I don't think there's a lot to do there. Cleared out a lot in this section of tables. And a pretty good deal here. I've just been kind of stacking Amazon stuff here. Some of it I labeled because it's a little tough to tell without, yeah, this one too, wine rack. I taped the instructions to the outside. So these I'll set up somewhere. Put some stuff under the tables. I still need to do the Home Depot stuff there. That's creating a pretty good amount of room for me. I'm also pulling this stuff. I'm gonna put it in the auction. This is stuff that I feel like will either A, do better in the auction, or B, it's just, I don't want it on the sales floor anymore. For instance, like this, as things get chaotic, these will get separated. The rack for this shelf will get separated. I actually assembled this. It was in the box and I was just going to quickly assemble it. It took me 30 seconds. They just screw together. And then I realized, this is worth more than $3, so it's going in the auction. This is still here somehow. I don't know why. It's a little bit less because people keep using it, so I'm just gonna put that in the auction too. But it's getting there. I should be able to start actually bringing stuff out to stock on the tables shortly. All right, so this front run of tables is done. This is gonna look really good for the pictures in the morning too. A lot of Walgreens stuff up here. We've got Takis, we've got deodorant, all sorts of different stuff here. I still have room for 2 more boxes here with the cosmetics, and I believe that's exactly what I have is 2 boxes. Over here, I filled this area out with all the liquid type stuff. I'm sure it's not all worth 3, but I'm sure some of it's a smoking deal at 3. I am just about done for the day. I got a little gap here. Pepper a few things in there. I have all of that I have to do and all of that I have to do, and I still haven't organized the Home Depot stuff yet. And I've got a little gap right here too. I should be able to get that done pretty quickly, I think, and then utilize the rest of the day tomorrow for cleanup. It is currently 2:44. I got maybe about half an hour left. We have a thing tonight at 4 o'clock, so can't stay too late. I'm a little nervous because USPS still hasn't picked up our shipment yet. It's unlike them to be super late like this. It does happen once in a while. So I just searched back and found the confirmation email, and it looks like the list, you have to select each day that you want them to pick up. You can't just say pick up every day. And it looks like November 30th, which is Thursday, was the last day that USPS was scheduled to pick up. They picked up Friday anyway, but that's why they haven't shown up, and they're apparently not going to show up because they're not on the list today. And I was trying to figure out, why did I only book it through the end of November? Why didn't I book it through the end of the year? I just figured out why. It only lets you book 12 months in advance. So next year we're going to have the same issue. Oh, nice. I spent 15 minutes clicking every single weekday of the year for this. Great. Oh, never mind. It all went in. This is the email they sent me. Look at that. They did end up picking up today. I don't know if it's because they had one to drop off. We have had the same mail carrier for a while. Nice guy, doesn't talk much. Our previous mail carrier was great. She would actually remind us when she didn't get a slip to pick up here. So this guy doesn't talk much. He doesn't let us know. But he did pick up Friday. and he picked up today. So I wasn't planning on hauling those to the post office anyway. That was a lot of stuff to haul in. I think that's a Christmas gift for Christiana, so I can't show what it is on video. Anyways, I was just gonna let it sit for tomorrow. So I do have more set up. Tomorrow we're closed also, but I am gonna leave it here because I might be able to sit down and edit this video tonight, meaning it's going up during the sale instead of March. But that means because we're ahead of schedule on 2 here, that means part 3 will likely be around May. So see you in the warm weather. Hey, I got a freebie. This was in the bag with the thing that I bought for her for Christmas. I did not order this. Darn it. Pick it up now, otherwise it's gonna sit there for 6 months. Maybe I'll get $3 for it in the sale.